Hey guys, hope you're doing all right. I miss you a lot. But let's go ahead and get started for what we're doing today. We're actually going to learn how to write whole numbers using exponents. And we heard the word exponents in our last unit using GMA rules for order of operations. Remember my sweet, sweet grandma. But today we're going to talk about it in powers of 10. So we know that 10 times 1 equals 10. And I want to write this using an exponent. And I can write this as 10 to the first, because 10 to the first is the same or equal to 10 times 1. So if you notice on my chart, I have a chart up here, and you're going to end up copying this chart down. I'm going to give you some time at the end of it, too, that you can work on this. So I rolled a dice, and I got a 4, and I'm just going to kind of use this number so we can kind of see it when we multiply numbers. So the power of 10 we're talking about right now is 10 to the first. Okay, expanded form just means I'm going to write it out. So it's going to be 4 times 1 group of 10. The expression is going to be the same, 4 times 10 to the first, right? Because an expression, remember, too, we talked about with GMA, there can be exponents in expressions. And then we have to figure out the value. And I know 4 groups of 10 is 40. All right? Now we're going to look at the next one down. So if we're following a pattern, as we should be, we're going to be talking about 10 to the second. Now, if you remember anything about squared numbers, remember that the 2 says squared, 10 squared. So I'm just going to bring down my 4 one more time because I want to use the same number that I've already decided on. So I'm going to do 4 times 10 to the second. That's actually going to look like this. 4 times 10 times 10. Another way we can show this, though, is 4 times 100, because 10 times 10 equals 100. For the expression piece, that's going to be 4 times 10 squared, or 10 times 10. And 4 times 10 is 40, times 10 more is 400, or 4 times 100 is 400. We're going to keep following that pattern. So if you notice something about the exponents, I want you to see if you can figure out what the pattern is if the next one is 10 to the third. With 10 to the third, look at these green and red. I don't like those colors here. I'm sorry I chose them. My goodness. So for the next one, we're going to see if we can figure out what the pattern is. Go ahead and take a pause. See if you can think, or talk with the person around you, or just take a second to think about, what do you think 10 to the third is going to look like? We know that 10 squared is 10 times 10, not 10 times 2. That's a common misconception. But 10 to the third, go ahead, take a pause. All right, you should have paused. Okay, and yep, come back to me. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to see if we can figure this out. It's actually going to be 4 times 10 times 10 times 10. Go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back if you got that, which is also 4 times 10 times 100, right? Because we're consolidating these numbers. And it's also 4 times 1,000. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 10 to the third and 3 zeros. Interesting. So this is now, the expression is going to be 4 times 10 to the third. And that's actually going to give me 4,000. I want you to see if you can fill in the rest of the chart right now. So you're going to have 10 to the fourth, and then you're going to have 10 to the fifth. And let's keep with our number 4. And see if you can fill in the rest of the chart just like I did. If you notice in the expanded form column, though, that I'm doing all the way across, I'm expanding it all the way. So I've got 1, 2 10s here, and then I consolidate that into 1. And here I did 1, 2, 3 10s. I did a 10 times 2 consolidated 10s. 10 times 10 is 100. And then I consolidated them at the end. So you should see how many rows, based on your exponent, you should see that many rows in that expanded form. So let's go ahead and get this chart copied down in our notebook, see if you can figure them out. And I know that you guys are really awesome at this, and you're really awesome at patterns. So good luck. And let's go ahead and move to the next station when you're ready. Now, in order for you to move on and to do the next activity, you need to go tell our sub, Mr. Pretzman, you need to go tell him the grilled cheese has been cooked. Okay, I'm going to repeat that one more time. The grilled cheese has been cooked. All right? He's going to know that you've watched the video and you're ready to move on. Keep it a secret, though. The grilled cheese has been cooked. Thanks, guys.